The Boston Calling 2025 lineup has been announced for this year. It's going to be taking place May the 23rd to the 25th at the Harvard Athletic Complex in Boston. I've been to Boston before. It was a long time ago. Love Boston. Great town. Tickets for this festival go on sale tomorrow. I'm recording this on Tuesday, January the 7th. They go on sale Wednesday, January the 8th. But you know what? Even though I probably won't be going down to this festival myself, I thought I would just pop up this lineup here and just take a look at the lineup and see kind of what bands I think would be highlights of going to check out at the Boston Calling Music Festival for the purposes of rock music, because that is generally what I talk about here on the channel. But I think in general, the festival lineups really aren't what they used to be. I think, especially here in Canada, they aren't what they used to be. But even down in the States, even though some of these festivals get a lot of big names, there are a lot of more up and coming artists that do these kind of things, which is fine. They're always worthy to go see at the festivals, but maybe not as attention or crowd drawing as some of the bigger names. But let's take a look at this Boston Calling Music Festival lineup for the Friday, May the 23rd. This looks more geared towards country music fans. There's not really a ton here that I would go see myself, but Luke Combs, Megan Maroney, Sheryl Crow would be really cool. I'd love to see Sheryl Crow, as well as some rap and R&B on there as well. T-Pain, TLC, but they're not really too familiar with some of the other names on the list for the Friday of the Boston Calling Music Festival. I just want to say, actually, thank you to the graphic designer for the Boston Calling Music Festival for not making this like an eye chart like the Coachella festival posters that they do, where each band name gets successively smaller as you go through, and you're really testing your eyesight trying to read all the different bands on the poster. So kudos and thank you to the graphic designer for Boston Calling for making this very legible for all of us music fans. And then looking at the Saturday lineup, this to me is the one that I think I'd go see. You got Fall Out Boy. I'm a Fall Out Boy fan. They got a lot of good hits. I think it would be enjoyable to see them. Avril Lavigne, a nice Canadian girl. I love my fellow Canadians. Avril Lavigne, maybe not so much, even though I'm sure she puts on a good show. But then some of the other names on here, you know what? I think it's a crime to have the Black Crowes in the second line of this poster. The Black Crowes deserve to be the main headliner, in my opinion. But then we have Cage the Elephant, who's going to be opening up for Oasis for the North American tour later this year. All Time Low, that's for the pop punk fans. So a lot more for the pop punk and the pop rock fans on the Saturday night. You got Fall Out Boy, you got Avril Lavigne, Cage the Elephant, James Bay, The Maine, Valley, who I believe are Canadian as well, and then some other names on there that I'm not so familiar with. And then taking a look at the Sunday, I think this is more for the hippies, or maybe for the hipsters out there. You got Dave Matthews Band headlining the Sunday night along with Vampire Weekend. I think that's a good solid 1-2 punch there. Sublime, Public Enemy, if you're into for the hip hop fans as well. So not just for the hipsters, but for the hip hop fans as well. Tom Morello playing a solo set. Spin Doctors, if you love your 90s rock. And then I love this band name, okay? I'm a huge Back to the Future fan, guys. I don't know if you can really see it, but behind me I have a display case full of DeLoreans here, because I'm a huge Back to the Future fan. So knowing that this band's name is I Don't Know How, But They Found Me, the classic Doc Brown line from the first Back to the Future film, that is absolutely fantastic. I know nothing about their music, but I love them already based on their names. So I think that's a solid night for the third night of Boston Calling as well. But if I was going to buy a ticket, I think maybe buying a ticket for the entire weekend would probably bankrupt most people. So if I was going to pick one band or one night that I would go see at Boston Calling, I think I would go with night number 2, because I'm a huge Black Crowes fan, so I'd love to see them. And then around that, other bands that I enjoy, Cage the Elephant, Fall Out Boy, All Time Low would be cool. The thing is about any of these festivals, it's always a combination of those 3 nights that you're going to want to go, because I would love to see Sublime with Bradley Knowles' son on lead vocals. I'd love to see Tom Morello. Hey, maybe even Vampire Weekend, maybe even Dave Matthews Band, but I know these things got to be spread out over the various days of the festival. But overall, a really solid lineup for the Boston Calling Music Festival that's going to be happening May 2025. So it's coming up very, very soon, 5 months from now. what's going to be happening at the Harvard Athletic Complex in Boston. I'm not going to be going. I'm up here in Canada. Probably won't be going to Boston Calling, but if you are an American fan, if you live that down in that part of the world, the tickets will be going on sale for the pre-sale for that festival on January the 8th. And good luck. It's a pretty solid lineup. So let me know what you think of the Boston Calling lineup in the comments below.